flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So Around Town Radio Show.
All right, everybody, welcome on a nooner here for All Around Town Radio. We are live from the studios in beautiful downtown Springboro, Ohio. Welcome to the program, everybody. We're going to get right to it. It is Wednesday with the band, and we're going to talk about the Cornstand Jam, which is coming up on Saturday. So let's get some guests in here. I got Jimmy down there in the bottom of the screen. How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm doing good. How are you, Scott?
I'm doing great, and one of our stars for the show on Saturday there, Delvon Lamar. How you doing?
I'm all right. I don't know about Star, though.
I'm hearing good things. I'm hearing things about you being you're going to steal the show on Saturday. So it's going to be good stuff. Hey, this event is an annual event. It's a very important event, not only to Jimmy here, but also the city of Hamilton. It's a huge event. I've been at this event now the last 3 years, and it's amazing to me. The amount of support that goes on. So, Jimmy, if you would, I know it's always a little difficult for you to do this, but please tell us the reason that Cornstand Jam came to be.
Well, back in August of 2019, I lost my son, Christian, to suicide. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia at 18 years of age, and about age 28, he was struggling a little bit, and he took his life. I came home from work and found him. He had a corn stand locally that he ran and sold sweet corn out of. That was something he was comfortable doing with his mental disability, and he did real well with it. He was a very normal, good-looking kid growing up, and never caused the family any problems, but unfortunately, he had that debilitating mental illness, and it ended up ultimately taking his life. So we tried to think of a name for an event. First, we started off as a family just wanting to honor him, and we started at the local North 2nd Tap and Bottle, which was his uncle, and we had an event there for the next 2 years, and we called it the Christian's Cornstand Jam. Well, third year, we went to River's Edge and had the show there, moved it there, and it got pretty big and has grown every year since. And I've removed Christian's name off of the show itself. It's Cornstand Jam. The city's behind us on it and has a lot to do with it. City Council and City of Hamilton, and a lot of organizations here locally support us as well, like 17 Strong. Envision Partnerships, which is an agency that works to prevent suicide, and a lot of our money that we raise goes to scholarships to Butler County schools and to the local mental health agencies and to spread awareness. So that's what we do.
Well, thank you, Jimmy, for sharing that with us. And I'll echo Carla's comment here on the page. She says she's so very sorry for your loss. And again, you know, our thoughts are always with you on this. I know this is a difficult thing for you to even talk about still, but you're doing great things. And that's what's important here in his memory. And you've now grown this into just being a massive support agency for mental health and doing wonderful things. And this year you've taken on kind of a new twist. I think you're supporting and talking a lot about veteran suicide this year.
Yeah, our local, our veteran suicide rate here locally and nationally is up significantly. So our main sponsor and presenter this year is the Derwin Chance, American Legion, Post 138. They're our main sponsor, and we've also brought in the AMVETs here locally out of Hamilton. So we're going to be presenting a check to Save a Warrior Project. Josh Brantner, who heads up locally here and is part of that and a veteran. So what we chose to do is make the T-shirts to kind of mimic like an army green, if you will, with black. And we're going to encourage people to wear camouflage pants or shorts or cargos. And that way the shirts go real well with them. Actually got Hollywood here. He's kind of modeling our shirt, and he's rocking his cargos too. So
do I want to really see that today? I don't know.
You know what? He's a sight to see, and he's our mascot today for the uniform.
All right. Well, hold that thought, Jimmy. I'm going to get back to you because we're going to talk a lot about details, and hopefully we'll have a few more people popping in on the show today. But I want to get up to Delvon. I don't know how much time he's got today, but I want to talk to him about let's for folks that may not know you, which I mean, I understand a lot of people do, especially in the Hamilton area and all that. They're looking forward to you being there. But tell us a little bit about your history and musical history, if you can.
Well, I grew up in a family where, my mom sang in church and my brother got into hip hop at a very early age. He's 4 years older than me. So he was about 15 when he started buying like samplers and records and drum machines and stuff like that. And so I had a little bit of musical influence from those two. And my mom had tons of record vinyl, and so did my brother as he was doing hip hop. So therefore, I had a lot of musical influences throughout my life, like, 'cause they got all kind of records, different genres, different styles, man. Like, you got Japanese records, you got Italian records. I was listening to all of that stuff. And so, I just kind of grew up like listening to music. And yeah, so it kind of shaped me into the musician I am today.
So the name of this, your group that's going to be there, explain that name to me, because I find it interesting. It kind of describes what you're doing, I guess.
Yeah, so like Delvon Lamar Organ Trio. The reason I called it Delvon Lamar Organ Trio is actually a friend of mine from Seattle. He had a band called Kareem Candy Band, and he said, "Man, I tried for so many years to keep the same musicians, man. It just wasn't going to happen." So he said, "I recommend you just call it Delvon Lamar Organ Trio. And that way your musicians can be interchangeable." And so I went with that. And luckily for like 8 years, for the most part, I did cycle through drummers later on, but the band stayed consistent for like 8 years. And then, 2023, I think I started rotating artists. And yeah, so that's how that name came to be, is advice from a friend.
Gotcha. Well, so many artists like you, I mean, you're doing original stuff and all that, but where did you get your starts? Who are some of the influences who really you followed when you started playing and maybe playing covers out and those kind of things? Who were some of your influences?
Oh man, like I used to listen to a lot of Dr. Lonnie Smith. I listened to a lot of Stevie Wonder, like all the old Motown and Stax stuff was like a huge influence. Booker T and the MGs, and like I said, I had so many different musical influences. So like hip hop was a thing, like in the 80s, like for me, it was kind of the mid to late 80s. When I was breakdancing, spinning on my head, all that.
I love it.
Yeah.
You didn't have parachute pants, did you?
No, I skipped over that one.
There you go. Good.
I would have looked ridiculous, but I did have I had the Gumby, the flat top with the angle.
Little kid and play thing going on, right? Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I love it. So you're going to entertain the crowd. You're the headliner, so to speak, for this event. But we've got a lot of great music going all day long, including Chris Reese, who's on here. He's the lead singer for Dat Band. It's going to be playing before you guys do, and Miss Jackie's going to be in the house too. Which, she'll blow the new roof off of River's Edge as she
Right.
plays for her set. She's awesome. It's just going to be a great day of music and a great day to raise a little money for the cause. And Jimmy, talk about how we're going to raise money for the cause there at the event.
Absolutely. It's real important to us that day to keep the event free and still maintained by having really good music. So obviously raising money, we depend heavily on our sponsors who we can't thank enough. We couldn't do it without them. We also have a lot of raffles and silent auction items, a lot of art. I think we got 3 or 4 guitars this year, some custom stuff, a lot of art. And we make a lot of money off our silent auction and raffles. We also have, food trucks there and refreshments for everyone. We have a Hilton Head trip raffle that we'll be giving away a trip to Hilton Head. So basically, that's where we raise our money. Everything there's free, from the kids zone to the kids zoo. We have a vendors area. So there'll be a big vendor area with 30 plus vendors out in Markham Park, which is attached to River's Edge Amphitheater. So we make a little money off of that too. And we've got fireworks at the end of the evening by Rozzie's Famous Fireworks. So we have a sponsor for them so that we're not, taking money actually out of our scholarship funds and things where it's important that we put that money into. And we're thankful enough to have Hamilton Community Foundation manage our money for us, which is a great community partner of ours.
Perfect. Sounds great. I'm sporting the Cornstand Jam hat.
Yeah,
here,
you
by the
are.
way. I saw it behind me. I said, I got to pick that up and put it on. I'm going to be there as well, and I'm going to be emceeing this event along with some other folks who are going to help us tell about the cause and raise some money that day. Looking so forward to it. It's always great to work with you guys. And the music, like I said, the musical lineup is so diverse and so fun. And everybody there, like you said, it's a family in Hamilton. I mean, we've talked about that numerous times before. It's this great family of music-loving people who come out for these events and spend the day in this beautiful facility. Delvon, you've never seen that facility before? Have you been there?
I have not.
Yeah,
So
you're going to be
looking forward
wowed.
to it.
Yeah, this is a great facility for live music, and it's got a beautiful setting. And man, when it starts to get dark and the lights and the video walls and everything else are working, and the reflection off the river and fireworks, it's going to be a great night. And looking like the weather's going to be good for us as well, so we're looking forward to that there. And Jimmy, this thing with veteran suicide that we're going to talk about throughout the event. Near and dear to my heart as well. I will tell you that I've lost people that I know to suicide that were veterans, and it's a shame in this country that we've kind of forgotten folks who have mental health issues, who served their country and did what they did and to protect us. So I think you're turning this into something this year that's going to be even more incredible than it has been in the past.
Yeah, I think it was important that we honor our veterans, and try to let them know that we're here to support them in every way, shape, and form. They come back, they've served our country. They've seen things that none of us could even imagine. We just got to be there to put our arm around them, let them know that we care and try to help them out. They've done their part, so let's do our part.
And on a lighter note, Chris Reese says he'll pay $1, Delvon, to see you breakdance on Saturday.
Oh,
How about that?
That'd probably be the last thing I ever see. break my neck.
We may have to have the EMS folks on standby for that one. I know none of us are getting any younger. That's for darn sure. And Chris did say he had the pleasure of meeting you and your lovely wife, Amy, at Fretboard Brewing. Great people. Wonderful stuff. And Jimmy, you've got a host of people behind you on this that are the team that makes up Cornstand Jam. And you want to mention some of those folks?
Oh my gosh, our team. I don't want to forget anybody either, because every single one of you are very important. So if I don't mention you, forgive me, because there's so many people that help. But, our main team, we've got Casey Gomez, who is our, he's a veteran as well, by the way. He's our musical director. We got Joe Holly, aka Hollywood, and y'all know him from the show for sure. He's our stage manager and makes sure that he manages me. He's like, Jimmy, you got 2 minutes, buddy. So he makes sure we're all ready to go, and he makes your job a lot easier too, Scott, while emceeing our event.
That he does. He puts me in the right place at the right time. That's
Absolutely.
good.
And we got Christy Weber and Leah Smallwood who take care of our raffles and everything. We've got Rose Hurley, who's been very helpful in getting a lot of our donations this year and mapping our vendor area out. Angie Little manages our vendor area. We've got a young lady at Hamilton High who will be graduating, and I believe she's going to Georgetown University. Her name is Jasper Roberts. She runs our kids zone, along with help with her team. We also have Scott Smallwood. He was the author of a children's book, which is a Gold Award winner on Amazon, called Monkey and Bugs Night Out to Cornstand Jam. And he's in the midst of another book from one of our team members that we lost this past year, Greg Bisdorf. We'll be honoring Greg Bisdorf with a scholarship this year. That'll be announced between 7:30 and 8. Our other parts of our team, Dale Robinson. Dale, David. If you
I hear him.
He's our official fireworks starter, and he gets the crowd pumped up for us. And that's his. And he's at every music event in town, so he's an icon in our town. We call Hamilton Jamilton because we jam, and we are a music city and an art city. Let's face it.
Well, I've got there he is right there. I've got a Dale Wu sticker actually back here behind me somewhere. And, he is music royalty in the region.
Yeah.
He's at every darn show, and I can't say enough about him.
Yeah.
We love us some Dale Wu. We do.
Couple more members of our team that I want to mention, and these are very big contributors as far as doing the work and making things happen, is Patrick Muggsy Wright and his beautiful wife Stephanie Wright. They have unbelievable energy. They're nonstop. They're involved in a lot in our city, and the fact that they chose us, we couldn't be more thankful. And they're just the best people that you could ever want to meet. We also have Doug Dodd. He kind of manages our food truck situation, kind of a logistics guy, make sure things get where they're supposed to be. Who am I missing, Hollywood? Am I missing anybody? Joe Randolph does photography for us. We've got Josh Raymond, who does video. Diane Halligan, which Diane, she's a great photographer. I'm sure she'll send Delvon some great shots if he hasn't heard of her, because she just does a spectacular job with it.
Nice.
Yeah, you're gonna have some great promo pictures there when she gets done with this, with the lighting and everything
Good.
else.
Anything that can make me look better.
Well, we'll be videoing. We'll be showing video of the bands playing on the big electronic screen behind them. So we will have each band. They'll have great promo from that. So we pay for that. That's part of our package. So
Gonna need a whole lot of Photoshop.
there you go.
That works. Let me pop a picture up real quick. I got to give Dale Wu one more shout out here. There he is right there. That's him at a local music event.
I love it.
Yeah, that's a wicked beard, man.
It is. And he's a great
Love
dude. So Delvon, let's talk about what's the crowd going to expect from you as you headline this show.
Well, it's a difficult question because all our shows are different because sometimes we play the same songs, but we play them differently. So you can expect to be wild, if that's a word, wild. Wild.
That's good.
And just expect to feel good, because that's what we do. We like to. That's why we call this music feel good music, man, because it's the common consensus when people come to our show. Is like all your troubles at the door, and be one with the music when you're there. And so, that's important. So,
so much going on at this event, and I'm sure you're going to be hanging out with everybody and visiting with some of the other bands that are playing and all those things. But there, I mean, aside from the music, which is an all-day music festival, the kids zone, as Jimmy mentioned, a petting zoo, giant inflatable corn maze. I mean, it's like a 3-ring circus at this thing.
That's awesome.
And raffles and silent auctions and some of the best food trucks you'll ever visit that are always there. It's pretty good stuff. And then you cap the whole night off with Rozzy's famous fireworks, which over the river, it's just beautiful there when they do that. So it's going to be a great evening when you finish up and fireworks go. It's just going to cap that evening off like the icing on the cake. So we're looking so forward to this event on Saturday. I want to get some things up on the screen so everybody knows how they can get there. And Jimmy, while I'm doing that, would you talk a little bit about the ease of access into this venue and how to, get into Hamilton and park and all those things?
Absolutely. Your best bet to park would be down on the 2nd Street garage. It's only a block away from the amphitheater. We have hotels, the Marriott, which is right next to the amphitheater. We have a Hilton hotel as well. And we have, many surrounding cities, Fairfield, Ohio, Westchester. We're easily accessible from Indianapolis coming in on 74 and bringing 128 all the way into Hamilton. I mean, Columbus, you just bring 71 down to 275. Dayton, 75 south and hit the connector. I've been getting calls. I got a call yesterday wanting to know how much Delvon's tickets were. I said, it's a free show. And they're like, he doesn't do free shows. I said, he is. He's not playing free, but he's free to see. So they're coming down from Cleveland. So
that's outstanding.
I've had calls from everywhere, but we're super excited about bringing on the D-Lo trio.
Yeah, man, looking forward to being there. It sounds like it's going to be quite spectacular.
We're excited about it. I was talking to Delvon, we were getting the food together for the bands, and I said, what do you like? He said, barbecue. I said, I got you.
Got you covered on that one.
Yeah, we got all the bands, they'll be loving some barbecue. So,
oh man, I love me some barbecue, man.
Hopefully this will be really good for you. We hope.
All right, well, let's hit up some times here. This is Saturday, and it's the gates open at 2, I understand, or does the show start at 2?
No, the gates at 2.
Okay.
Jackie goes off at 3. Dat Band goes off at 5, I think. Yeah. And Delvon goes off at 8.
Perfect. And we've got a lot going on in between, a lot of raffles, a lot of silent auction items and things you can visit. So make a day of it. And, if you've been to Hamilton River's Edge area before, it's a wonderful area that has the Dora Beer District and all that. You can walk around with your adult beverages. You can have a good time. You can visit all the merchants that are in the area as well. There's a whole bunch of them right there, along with the food trucks and everything else that'll be part of this. And one thing we ask of you, though, if you're going to attend the event, please come up and say hi and give Jimmy a thanks if you see him, because he puts his soul into this event along with his team. And, it raises a lot of money. And that's the cool thing about it is he's giving back to honor a very tragic event in his life. And that's just wonderful, I think. And hats off to you, Jimmy, for what you do, because you're one of the hardest working men in show business when it comes to these events.
Well, our team, I couldn't do it without our team. Our team is, we pick each other up. If somebody's struggling or having a hard time, we make sure we're there to help them too. And my team is my family. I mean, I love them. I'd do anything for them. If they called me, and I've had some people call me, and I'm there for them. I'll be there as much as I can.
Well, and we were supposed to have Casey Gomez with us. He gets a demerit today for being a no-shower, unless he walked in the last minute.
But
Casey, yeah, there we go. Casey Gomez is the musical director, and he brings the bands and everybody else there. So we've got him to bash on here for just a minute. And Casey is one of those guys that makes the music happen. And if you know him, he's in CFG and the Family locally, a great band that gets a lot of popularity. And he'll be there as well. So we're looking forward to the great lineup of bands. Miss Jackie, if you've never seen her, she is all over the place. She'll play everything from country to hip hop to hard rock to metal. Her set list is so diverse, and she is like the Energizer Bunny, man. This girl takes the stage and never stops for the whole show. I mean, she is one ball of energy and so much fun. And I just love Miss Jackie. And that band, I've seen them numerous times, led by Chris Reese, who's on here right now with us. But the horn section, the band doing great R&B classics and things like that, and dance music. That band's another force, and glad to have him with us this year. And of course, Del Vaughn, who's going to basically take the nighttime and make it amazing, from what I understand. So I'm looking so forward to working with you, Del Vaughn. I've never had an opportunity to see you play live, and I'm looking so forward to that as well. So I think we're going to have a great day Saturday. What do you think, fellas?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dale Wu at it again. And some comments that are coming in for sure. Carla, thank you for your nice comments today. She says, bless you for just picking up the phone to those who need to talk and save lives. Thank you, Jimmy, for that.
Always.
And, there's going to be a lot of people watching after we're live. I'm going to tell you the Cornstand Jam folks are going to share this on their page and so on. So if you have a question, you can drop it right in the comments. They'd love to hear from us or from you, and please do so. And that way, at least they can answer your questions if you have some question about the event. Also, if you want to follow them on the Book of Face, you can follow them at Christians Cornstand Jam on Facebook. And that is their Facebook page. And there's also an event link there. If you want to hit that little going button and let them know you're coming, that'd be great too. Jimmy, anything else you want to share today with what's happening?
I just want to thank everybody that supports us, and I appreciate you getting all of us on the show and letting them know who we are, what we do, and if there's anybody that wants to join our team, reach out. We always welcome that. And once we meet somebody and collab with them, they become family, and a lot of people just get hooked on what we do. They either lost a family member, a loved one, or a friend to suicide or mental illness, and we're there to help carry you.
All right. Well, I always have a final question I ask everybody that we have on the show, and it has nothing to do with Cornstand Jam at all, but we're going to ask it. Del Vaughn, I'm gonna put the heat on you here, man.
All right.
The heat is, if you could take the stage with anyone, living or present or past, who would it be? Who's your bucket list item to get on the stage and play music with?
Dr. Lonnie Smith.
There we go. That was quick, man. You knew that right away.
Oh man, he's my hero, man. So I've looked up to him for a very long time. Pretty much my whole organ playing experience since I discovered him. He's my guy, man. And yeah, I miss that cat. And I would love to be on the stage with that cat.
Would you be starstruck and just kind of stand there? I mean, a lot of people say they just kind of fanboy and be on stage and watch.
I'd totally be watching what he's doing.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, that some of these icons that everybody wants to take the stage with, I just stand there and kind of drool and say, man, this is my ultimate being out here with them. Dale Wu, I'm going to ask you that question. I've never asked Dale this question before. Who would you like to woo on stage with? Ooh. Don't tell me I made him speechless. That's never happened.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I don't know. Jethro.
All right. Jethro Tull. Okay. Now that's one I haven't had. That's good. Hollywood, how about you, buddy?
Would have to be Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You and your Zepp. Jimmy?
Man, I'm a 70s guy. I mean, probably, I don't know, Steely Dan. I love them. Atlanta Rhythm Section.
Gotcha. Well, I'll give you mine. It's Prince. I've said it before. I'd love to be on stage with Prince and I just watch him in awe of all the majesty that he exuded and the fact that he could play every musical instrument known to man and everything else. That would be cool for me. So, guys,
Purple Rain tour. I was there.
I was there too, buddy. I even saw him in that sneak show at Bogart's in Cincinnati. That he did.
Wow, that one! Everybody talks about the pop up. I mean,
yeah, the little pop up show. That was cool.
Didn't know.
We just got a rumor he was going to be there and showed up, and yeah, it was one of the coolest moments ever. So when you look back on it, then it didn't seem like much, but it was like now it's cool. Guys, thank you so much. Let's recap it one more time.
Yeah.
Cornstand Jam, River's Edge, Hamilton, Saturday the 20th. That's this week, guys. It's a free show all day long. Doors and gates opening at 2 p.m. I'm sorry. Music starting at 3 with Miss Jackie. Then followed by Dat Band around 5 o'clock. And then Delvon and his organ trio going to be there at 8 o'clock. Followed by Rozzy's Fireworks ending up the night around 10. So hopefully you'll all get out and see us. And there's a lot going on Saturday. So if you're going to multiple festivals, there's fundraisers going on other places, drop in and at least make a stop at the Cornstand Jam. And if you've never been to River's Edge, man, come by and see it. It's beautiful. Great facility. Anything else you guys have to share before we go?
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate your time, Delvon. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Jackie, too.
Yes.
Delvon, I'm looking forward to meeting you on Saturday and announcing you on the stage, man. I can't wait to see you play. So thank you for joining us, taking time out of your day today as well.
All right. No problem.
All right. Guys, we'll see y'all later. Tune in tomorrow, 5 o'clock live right here. We'll be bringing you who's playing out, the best musicians and venues in the tri-state, and who's playing where all week long. So join me for that. Until then, get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Working for the weekend, then I wanna see a show. I flip on the book of face.
Just a reminder, everybody, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they may represent. Thanks for watching Wednesday with the